Yo, what's up? So this video is being uploaded before I uploaded all my other ones that I had gameplays of already, so that's why I'm a higher level than if you were to see the other videos before this. But I just wanted to share with y'all my ISO Hemlock that I've been using, and the fact that this gun has a secret about it, and it's actually pretty worth it if you know what you're doing on the game. I have a long range and a short range setup that I want y'all to give a try if y'all are bored of using the meta like me, because a Warzone gets kind of stale sometimes. I know y'all know about that if you play this game, and if you're like me, you get bored of using the meta all the time, and I like to try just different guns and just see if I can do better with them, do good, get some good gameplays, try to win, you know. And I do that a lot, honestly. But I just wanted to share with y'all what I've been using. And here's the setup I'm rocking. And I honestly run the Quartermaster. I like how this gun is when it's suppressed. But with the old guns, Modern Warfare 2 guns, you get just a little bit more horizontal. So that's how I use it like this. But if you want to run it like me and be silent, then throw on the Quartermaster. You will ADS a little bit slower, but it's not really that bad. And I will tell y'all about the secret here in a little bit, here in a minute. But I just wanted to show y'all that this gun is really good for short and medium range, but long range, you might have some trouble using it. And this optic, if you're an OG, you know where this optic is from. It is from a Modern Warfare 2 bundle, and it gave you a blue dot if you use this, and you honestly zoom in with it a little more so you can see. If you were to use a glassless optic, then it wouldn't zoom in that much, and it'd probably be a little bit harder to hit your shots. But go ahead and use that if you want to. But this is what I'm running. And like I said, this gun is really good for close and medium range, but long range it'll take a lot of shots, and people will probably be able to get away in time, but you will get lucky. I killed that mannequin in less than a second up close, and sometimes you can kill it in like 0.78. If they're mid-range like that range, 25 meters, and that's still under a second. That's why I told y'all this gun is really good for mid-range and short range. See, it's still under a second. See, you know, like 50 meters, this is probably where you lose mostly some gunfights. But it's still close to a second if you're hitting your shots. I mean, you can be able to hit long range, but this gun only has, with this build, it only has a 980 millisecond bullet velocity. Shots from that range, but it's still like 2 seconds, which ain't really that bad. If you were to put like a normal suppressor on it, it would give you that extra bullet velocity and damage range, but your gun would bounce a lot. So this is why I run it like this. Plus I'm a console player. That was 0. We just killed 3 of those bots, and we had 1 bullet in the mag, and there's only 45 bullets this gun has. 0.8 seconds. 0.8. So up close, it's really not bad, honestly. In mid range, 0.8 is the same, 25 meters. 50 meters, you can do that, but you'll probably get outgunned by the guns. I'm sure y'all know that. And if you put a compensator on it, this gun wouldn't bounce around as much as it does with the suppressor, but I like using the suppressor, so you could try with the compensator and it'll have just a little bit more better recoil control. So now if we go back into this and we check out the stats, yeah, it has a 950, my bad. I thought it was 980. We'll basically put the recoil down all the way to like the best as it could. It has minus 32 gun kick, horizontal and vertical. So this is like a really good amount if you're trying to have like a steady gun to like shoot with. 0 to 47 meters, it does 31 damage, but if you're hitting chest shots, stomach shots, you get a little bit more. And if you throw a headshot in there, it's 40, which is really good. It'll drop the TTK just a little bit, not a lot. But this build is what I've been running. I don't know why. I just been trying different guns and trying to see what's up with all these older guns because I'm not really into using the meta that much. And now for the secret of this video is I got a short range build too. Now I'm gonna show y'all what this build right here does. So I got this build for short range and it's really not that bad, honestly, if you know what you're doing on this game and you can hit your shots. This gun is not really bad, but you will get outgunned by Black Ops 7 weapons, of course. See, the TTK with these on the gun, it drops it just a little bit. It says 0.76. So that's like a 0.040 that it drops it by. It's probably not really that much of a difference, but it's still faster than what I just showed y'all with the long range. That was 0.6, which is crazy. And I only shot like 8-9 bullets. That was 8 bullets. It's still that low too. Short range build is only built for like to 25 meters. I wouldn't try it anything faster. But this is the secret of this setup right here, and I'm gonna show y'all right now. Go back to the main menu and look at it. Okay, this is the build I have on it, and this is it without the ammunition that I just took off. But I want to show y'all this because this gun has rounds at the bottom here. You know, you have all these ones that like it do increase bullet velocity, damage range, and all that. But if you go to the armor piercing, These put the damage up a little bit, and it takes off the skulls when you kill someone. It does lower your fire rate and your bullet velocity by a lot, so this is why this is good for a close range setup. As you can see by the damage distribution, this gun's damage gets put up by like a lot, and it's not even like buffed or nothing. See how the legs go from 32 to 35? It goes to 35 on the like the thigh area, and then when you go to the stomach it goes up even more from 32 to 38. The chest does 42, which is absolutely crazy, and that's the areas where mainly you're going to be hitting people at. And then head and neck shots are like absolutely ridiculous. A headshot does 59 damage. A neck shot does 52. So like if your gun is bouncing and you build it a way where you have to control it and it bounces up and you get head and neck shots, then this gun is actually pretty insane. And this is just because of these rounds that it has. .300 black armor piercing rounds. And you can see it brings the bullet velocity down by like half, which is crazy. So this brings it to a, like SMG level type of feeling. So we put these back on, put the 45 mag on it. And if you want to try it with a suppressor, you can, but for me I always try to build it to where I can control the gun better. Let's see without it. It is 350. Oh, hold up. Sorry about that. You could try a suppressor on it, which brings it up a little bit, but it's not even like SMGs usually have like 500, maybe 550 if you build it out right. You could build it like this and have it still be fast, because I have a speed stock on it. The sprint speed goes up to as much as it can. Past 25 meters, this gun is not gonna do you any good, but you're gonna be mostly getting in gunfights like this anyways, to 25 meters. It's under a second to drop something, and with this stock on, you move pretty fast, like SMG level. You could throw on a long barrel to increase the recoil control a little bit and the damage range and bullet velocity, but you're gonna be really slow. I don't like running it with the suppressor. I feel like the recoil control will help you hit the shots more better. Like to 25 meters, it's under a second to drop something. Your bullet velocity is pretty low. And that's the only bad thing about it, is the fact that like you run it how I've been running it with the recoil on it, basically a compensator, you'll hit your shots better and you will get your downs quick. See, it's just not built for that, but that long range setup, you could have a blast using that to the 50 mark, and then maybe all the way to the 100, but it's gonna be pretty tough. See, I stood back a little bit. That was a 0.80, 0.880, which is still under a second. See, that's 8 bullets. 8 bullets, you'll drop someone, and you still have a whole ton of bullets you could use to drop other people, other teammates, enemies, whatever you want to call them. But this is what I've been running. I don't know why, and it's just because I found this out and I tried it and I was like, oh shit. This is fucking crazy. If you're a solid player and you know how to play the game, you know what you're doing, then I suggest you try this out. It's not gonna be like a crazy amount of good. You just have to have certain situations where this gun will do its job, especially with these rounds, the armor piercing rounds. They bring the damage up of everything without even like having a buff or nothing. It's basically a buff. And you could try these rounds with like a long range build, but your gun will bounce a lot if you're using an optic, and you have to use a barrel and a mag. So one thing of recoil control is kinda not gonna do you any good with the gun that bounces like this, and the bullet velocity is already brung down anyways because of the rounds. But I don't know why, I just been trying old guns, came up back to the Hemlock because I miss using all the old metas and stuff. And this is what I came across and wanted to share with y'all, so I appreciate it for watching the video if you did. Deuce.